everyone, my name is Charlie. I am 18 years old and I'm from the UK, the Midlands to be precise. I'm filming out here today, surrounded by all of these gorgeous country fields. The weather today also has come out pretty nice considering it's the UK. But anyways, we as a team have come out today to talk a little bit about school and more specifically the pressure of being successful in school. School is something that we all go through, but we all have so many different experiences and we're here to share some of those today. We currently live in a world where we're constantly being told that to have the best possible career and to be the most successful in life, that we must do the best in school and to get the highest possible grades that we can get. And depending on the grade that you get is what will determine your future for the rest of your life. However, I think people forget that not everyone is the same, and especially not everyone can be taught the same. And this can lead to a lot of stress, anxiety and pressure for people who simply don't thrive in a classroom environment. It's the people who are force-fed information on subjects for a test that they don't even have any interest in, that are made to feel dumb and stupid because they don't understand certain subjects or can't learn as quickly as some of their classmates. With myself being dyslexic, I found it extremely hard to learn subjects that I simply didn't have any interest in. My way of learning is completely different to others, and with myself surrounded by 20 other pupils who simply were just able to take in this information, remember it, and get it down on the test and get the highest mark possible, it really made the teachers think that I was just a lazy student, that I was purely just trying to flunk off any possible chance on getting some sort of qualification out of this subject. And with this, a lot of pressure came from my parents, my teachers, to concentrate more and do better and revise harder when I was realistically doing the best that I could. With all of this pressure building up and people telling me that without grades, you're not going to get anywhere in life, it really made myself panic for my future self, thinking that I was already failing my life purely because I was bad at school. We made it down to the river. So yeah, everything that I just told you was a couple of years back now. I am fully now out of education, all on my own. But one big thing that happened, and that was that I came to the realization that I'm not going to let school define my future success and the rest of my life. If you're unaware of the motivational speaker, businessman, author, social media bloke, Gary Vaynerchuk, he is someone I personally look up to, was someone who surprisingly actually failed school as well.
Like, I was a very happy kid, but I hated school. Like, on a different planet. I was getting D's and F's, and the world was telling me I was a loser.
So if Gary had ever taught me anything, it would be hard work and patience, and hopefully one day I can look back on this and say that I eventually made it.
Hey, my name is Alonso, I'm 18 years old and I am from a little town in the south of Mexico. Right now I am at a park and we're talking about school pressure. The other day I was reading an article that says that Mexico ranks number 49 in the scale of educational lag worldwide. That means that a lot of young people from Mexico give up from school and drop out of high school and college, which is not good. They abandon their dreams because they think they are unachievable, so they drop out of college, giving up on their dreams, and that's bad. And sometimes our families can put a lot of pressure on us, wanting us to study good careers like for being a doctor or a lawyer, an engineer, but sometimes our passions are not that. Like, I wanna go to film school. Like, my parents weren't that sure about my decision because film school is not like a good career for them, but for me it is, because I know I can be successful in what I do if I do it with passion. But some people don't think that, and that can be tough, and sometimes it can be stressful with your feelings and with your thoughts. Fills your mind with a lot of negative thoughts, and sometimes it can be bad because mental illness is an issue that a lot of young people have. Like, the most common are anxiety and depression, And in my own experience, I had anxiety for a long time, and it wasn't the best experience in my life. It was one of the worst. I was alone, and I felt alone for a long time, and it's not good. I was struggling with it and choosing what career I wanted to study. It was hard because I didn't know if it was the right decision when I made it, but my friends always were there for me because my friends were in the same path as me. They were dealing with mental issues like depression, and they were aware of our situation where if we are alone and we don't have help, it can be a really bad experience because we are young people. Sometimes we are scared of new things. If you deal well with that pressure that the school can generate, or you don't struggle with school and you are chilling, if you know someone who could need help, because it's the best thing you can do. Being in a situation where you don't know what to do with your life is not easy, and mental illness is not an easy deal to treat. And the best advice I can give to all those people that struggle with a mental illness and wanna follow their dreams, reach for help, be with people that understands you, and give help to everybody who needs it, because we have to help each other. It's the only way we can pass through that and we can follow our dreams.
Hi everyone, my name is Milan. I'm 16 years old. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm going into my last year of high school, senior year. This school year has definitely been hard. The loss of motivation, stress, and overthinking. Just a few months ago, I did things that other people wanted me to do, and I was mad at myself for not meeting my own expectations. There are so many things that I wanted to do for myself, but I couldn't find the motivation to start them. If you find yourself dwelling on the past, don't be so hard on yourself, because we're all human, and we all have a past that we can learn from. I think that we don't have to necessarily follow society to be who we really want to be. In school, grades don't define who we are, and the pressure of school and the pressure of society can lead to issues with self-worth, and especially with social media growing, the expectations are becoming normalized and unrealistic. I think we share one expectation in our life, and it's to be completely who we are. Yet we spend so much time comparing ourselves to others and trying to fit into society's standards.
Alright, hey, my name is Samantha. I'm 14 years old. I'm from California, and I recently moved, and one of my favorite parts about the new house is this view. So I thought I would come out here and chat a little bit about school. I think an important place to start, I guess, is that for me, school has always been really enjoyable. I always really liked it. I always really enjoyed the environment, and you know, this past year I got straight A's, and I was in the science fair. I got a few scholarships, and it was really just an all-around great year for me. School can really suck though, and I totally get how it can be a stressor. You know, go, study for this, take this test, get this grade. You know, it can really suck. I get it. I've just personally always approached everything academic with the mentality that it's a really cool place to be, and there are all of these resources here for you to learn, and you know, there's all of these books and teachers here for, you know, just that, so that you can learn as much as possible. And obviously, again, I can totally get how when you aren't interested in what you're learning, or you don't see how you can apply it in, you know, your life later, it can be really unmotivating to, you know, sit there and learn about it, which is when I turn to other aspects of school. Personally, I'm a pretty social person, so I usually turn to that. For example, y equals mx plus b. You know, I learned about that a ton, and I don't think I'll ever need to use it in real life, but all of the friendships that I made and all of the interactions I had, you know, all of the chats I had with my teacher are all, you know, memories I'll cherish, and friendships and relationships that, you know, are gonna stay with me because they were really great and I wouldn't have gotten them without school. So, you know, there's upsides too. And I guess one thing that I just, you know, have to point out is that when you're in the thick of school stressing you out, it can be really easy to forget that it's such a privilege to be able to go, and that, you know, there are people who don't have that opportunity, and it's just really cool that we have that opportunity. So I guess if you're going to take anything away from all of these nervous ramblings, is that everything is what you make of it, and things are only as good or bad as you make them out to be. You know, certain things are bad, certain things are a big deal, but school doesn't have to be one of those. So, you know, it's something I should definitely remember.
Hey, my name is Michal, I'm 17, I live in Poland, and I'm here to talk about following your passions. And I'm actually at the seaside, so I think I can show you around. So this is the Baltic Sea. I have to admit, this is not my favorite place to travel to, but I haven't been there for quite a long time, so I'm kinda excited. So passions are the things, activities that we genuinely enjoy doing, that we love. And quite often we are passionate about things that just don't go hand in hand with school and what we learn. And while passion requires a lot of time and freedom, it can be insanely difficult to deal with school and develop your passion at the same time. And that leads me to the first point I want to make. It's absolutely fine to sacrifice good grades for the sake of passion. Just focus on what makes you truly happy. In school, quite often people base their and others' self-esteem on grades and how high they are. And I think that's definitely the road you wanna avoid. At the beginning of high school, it was causing me a lot of stress. It was when I was getting into photography. And it really took me a long time to realize that the key to the liberation and happiness, basically, is not caring what other people will think and concentrating on your passions. If you find yourself hating, despising school, and you still pursue good grades, I highly recommend trying out a wide variety of things. Maybe instead of learning to that biology test, go for a bike ride, cook something, or learn how to make music because you've always wanted to do so. The experience you get can be much more valuable than those A's and B's. Remember that school is also quite important, and it probably brings some value to your life, even if you don't realize that.
I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you all so much for watching our video, and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a nice day and bye.